Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's able to find Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Oh, look at this play call. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We own them. We own 11.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
You're all mine, baby.
Go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And watch that.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Go. Hey, Echo.
Right there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check 31, check 31.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun.
45 is the mark. No chance.
Through. Go.
I'm coming.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Gun.
Roar. Kill.
Run out. Let's touch.
A give. This is Cook. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me.
On play action, Cousins. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 26 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try by Bailey. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Falcons nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hey, South. 58.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to flick that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike, 55. 55. Hey, eat.
Throwing again. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the gun, Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And nothing doing here as this time to run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? All right, let's go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A little juke. Freeman a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
54, 21. 54, Mike. Check pass, check pass. Deuce, 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 deuce.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
20! And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, 42 yards, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check three, check three, check three.
Hey, we got 48.
Check nine, check nine.
Rose. Hey, Steamer.
45. Mike.
Where's the hot?
Throwing is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Cousins now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go,
21.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
54. South. Get out.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Down. Ready. 280. Hey, check.
Double dog. That's the way.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On 1st down, it's Cook. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's get off the field.
Two.
Safe.
Protein spill. Gun.
45 the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, we're good. I smell fear. What's that?
From the 41, Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
45, Mike, 45. Watch the run.
Wide. What's that?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Show it up.
Hey,
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a run with Cook, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
General West.
Cousins to throw it. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
45 the mic. Off the screen.
Hey, no, easy.
Off the screen. Off the screen. Off the screen. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, switch gears.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
45. Squeeze.
Done.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Got it.
Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Recall, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 2nd down, Freeman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. We're ready.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Check 25. Check 25. Hey, 59, ready. Hey, South.
Motion, motion.
Hey, 59, ready.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tuesday.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, exit. Let him go.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.